Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another exciting episode of You've Already Peaked Gaming Podcast, featuring your host, Locarthemanbeast, and also featuring me, the one, the only, the LobsterDust. Happy Monday. How we doing?
We're fine, man. We are fine, dude. We're cooking.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
Everything has been, man.
Don't lie.
This is maybe the easiest time of my life. I may actually, be like this might be. I might be able to do this consecutively for the remainder of my existence.
What?
Yeah, the idea.
I know what hat you're wearing.
Yeah, no, I watched it. But yeah, just this idea that I could literally eat a bullet right now and be content with that. I'm okay with that for the rest of my life. Just ready to fucking just right out of the I wouldn't even paint the room. I'd do it now.
Conflicting statements here.
So I'm gonna build a neck collar that is, you know, the fucking
Total Recall,
like the scoop thing from Dungeon Crawl, but I'm gonna make it big enough the back of my head that comes over the top, so when I do this, I can just fucking jettison brain matter just straight in front of people, just like hose them down. You know what I mean?
Oh, the Chistera.
Yeah, the Chistera. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Ambitious.
I think it's
If only Kurt Cobain had the same forethought.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let depression win. I'm taking it out on a high, man.
They're not going to win. I'm going to take victory from them.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, man.
So yesterday we moved a bunch of furniture, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to go back. I had to go back to work after that.
Ugh.
And then I had to get up this morning and go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And then looking at it, I think...
Dude, we didn't even move. Like, we moved a decent amount.
Yeah.
You know what? But, man, did I fucking feel it when I got home. It's like, God. I literally got out of bed because I was, like, uncomfortable in bed and started just, like, stretching. Jagga was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm like, tight. Like, I didn't stretch before I moved. She's like, what did you move? I was like, not much.
Not much.
Not enough to feel like this.
No. And to be fair,
that's just...
it was not heavy stuff.
No, compared to last time.
I got all the heavy stuff done ahead of time. You know what I mean? So,
God, and I got home. I should have just gone to Goodwill. I got home. I was like, I'll just drop it off. As I'm going, I'm seeing like storm clouds and stuff, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's gonna rain." I was like, God, are you kidding? So back it up, unload it all, just to eventually load it all back in.
Should have just parked the truck in the RV and then just left it
I got
as
too much shit in the front. I thought about that, but I have like a rolling, like a giant, like shelving unit. It's probably like 8 feet tall. And it's all like metal wire rack. Pat and my mom were gonna throw it away, and it like rolls on wheels. It's on like nice casters and stuff. So I just have all of my stuff that was down at the barn stacked up on that.
Gotcha.
I can kind of push it, but I also have like other boxes and shit in front of it.
Gotcha.
It would have been nice just to like back the truck in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Big enough in there, but yeah, you know. Now that I'm thinking about it, it would have been easier actually to move those boxes and use that rolling thing. As I'm talking it out, I'm getting more angry. I'm getting so upset. Fuck.
Pause. Henry. Okay, what? Where's the cement?
Oh man. I pictured you leaving to go have to bring them cement that you'd have to go pick up and then get there and then see the cement as you walked in. And that's where the Chistera, like, just stand right in front of me, please. Don't move. Crouch down just a little bit. Angling it.
I'm at a loss for how is it possible? It's got to be the idea behind autism, right? Like you see those kids that are like highly autistic, they can play the piano and like they can just replicate Mozart perfectly, but then give them like an apple and they're just like, you know what I mean? Like I've got these fucking guys, they're so good at floors and like they just like when they touch things, it just turns to gold. But then it's like watching them try and tie their shoes. It's like, oh, bud, what's going on here? Just here's the Velcro, get going. Like we need to get going, you know? I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss for human existence. How we could just be so good at something, but it's like so dumb at something else, you know? Oh, God.
Life's a beautiful thing.
Okay, we did 2 trips yesterday. 2 trips. Yeah. In the time that it took us to go all the way up, get all the stuff, come all the way back down here, then go all the way up, pack everything off, and then me come all the way back down, they hadn't even completed 2 of the units that I had given them. And which
I thought flooring,
yes.
Flooring. And correct me if I'm wrong. You said you told the guy, we're going to do 2 units. If you can't do 2 units in 2 hours, you're gone.
Yep.
It took us 4 hours.
Yeah.
They could, and they, not just one, they couldn't do 2 units.
Yes.
It's impressive.
Which is why when I got to work yesterday, I showed back up and I said, okay, everybody's going to wrap their units up right now. I said, I'm going to lock doors. You guys are going to go home. I'll let you know if you got to come tomorrow. Oh, we didn't finish. I don't give a fuck. Were you going to pay us? You didn't finish. Why would I pay? The fuck out of here. One of the guys I have, his cousin came to help and he was like, you know, the whole time his cousin is just like, blah, 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 blah. And I just, you know, the way when people talk to you, sometimes you're just like, ooh, I don't like the way you're fucking talking to me. I just don't like it. Don't like it. It's okay. You do your thing. And so the other day he was like, well, if the material's not here, I'm going to go and I'm not coming back. It's like the material's on its way. It's coming from Sacramento. There's traffic. It's not like it's a fucking straight shot. Okay. Not only that, but that you have material here. Not only do you have material here, but the material that is here is because you guys failed to finish the material, the units from yesterday. You guys got bogged down by a couple things, weren't able to wrap it up. So you have material today because you didn't finish your job from yesterday and the material is on its way down. The only reason you're here now is because you have to finish the units from yesterday. Wrap that shit up, material will be down. So he got done wrapping up his stuff and he's like, yeah, well, the material's here. I'm going to go. It's okay. Go. Get out of here. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. No. In fact, and I just, right in front of him, I had my phone and like his number and I just pressed delete. And I was like, I will never call you again for anything. Go home. Oh, what about my money? I'll call you when I have that. Bye-bye. Go. Oh, I'll give it to your cousin. He can give it to you. I don't give a fuck, but I don't ever want to see your face again. Go. Get out of here. Just shit. Shit assholes. And I get it. I'm not against the fact that it's a lot of work. Okay? Lugging carpet and planking up 3 flights of stairs. I'm not a complete asshole and I'm not a slave driver. I totally understand. If you come to me and you're like, bro, we are just burnt and dead and we've been kicking ass all day. Cool. Let me know what we got. I'll move some shit.
If you've been kicking ass.
If you've been kicking ass. Oh, it's a lot of work. You did 2 fucking units. And yeah, I have 2 different teams.
It can be hot. It can be heavy. I can understand that. But if you're not fucking busting your ass, like why are you really complaining other than just lazy?
The fact
you want it to be fucking San Diego fucking weather and we've got fucking dollies and fucking like
yeah. It's one thing where I have one team that is burning and just going, and then I have another team that's like, oh, so much, blah blah blah, and I'm like, it's the same amount of work as the other team. Just explain to me why the other team can do it and you can't. Right? That's all I need to know. How is it that they're able to do it, but you're not? But you're telling me, oh yeah, I'm the best. I'm the best. Okay, well, if you're the fucking best, show it. Because as of right now,
really big boy.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Anyway, I'm fucking tired. And I still got another 3 weeks of this, dude.
I know. I'm in the middle of turn.
I told my boss. I was like, I'm done. I've got 3 more weeks of this. This crew that you have given me, not again. I don't care what we have to do. I don't care if it costs us more money or whatever it comes out to, but I was like, I cannot have this. I cannot have this. It was, it's 55 units or whatever it came out to. I was like, there's no fucking reason we should be struggling. I was like, there's no reason we should be here today, dude. Sunday. Like, I had all of this shit scheduled for Monday through Friday. We didn't get material, and there was a delivery issue, so I had to sacrifice Tuesday basically and push it over. I was like, okay, cool. We'll just roll it over to Saturday. That's fine. That's not a big deal. Material will be here. We'll just add on one extra day. Tell the guys we don't have to worry about Tuesday. We can roll it to Saturday. Well, they didn't finish the shit on Monday. They didn't finish the shit on Tuesday. They didn't finish the shit on Wednesday. So it was like all of it was just backing up. And it wasn't like it was a lot of backup, but like if every day you have 10 units, and you don't finish 2 units from one day or 3 units from one day, now all of a sudden 10 turns to 13. And then 13 turns to, you know what I mean? It's just like, boom, boom. It's this snowball effect. Ugh. Whatever. It's just video games. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on.
Breathe out. Are we back? Are we back to recording?
Oh, yeah, we've been back.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if we were like, going to let this like go and you're going to like edit out.
Have you tried these PB&J M&Ms?
Go back to talking about Turn. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing?
They're actually good, man. They're fucking delicious. I just bought them on a whim because I was like, I'm a fat kid. I love candy. Let's go. Delicious, dude. Delicious.
No, I don't need to hear that shit. I don't.
Why?
What? Look at the shape of me, Trevor. Why do I need to know this shit? You should be telling me, dude, fucking kale's nice. Ugh. I know. I don't need to know more shit like that, okay?
It's delicious, though. Look, here's the thing. It's all about moderation, man. You got to have some.
I don't have that. I don't have that.
You don't have control.
I don't have that. You've seen me drink. I don't have that.
I know.
What is moderation? Blackout or back out? You give me a fucking candy aisle and you give me that like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. I'm dying.
Yep.
Diabetic coma. I don't have the moderation gene or whatever the fuck it is. I don't have my autism is overindulgence. That's what mine is.
Eat till you puke.
Yeah. Just with I think M&Ms especially. I think the last time I had M&Ms, somebody brought like
the bag.
I think it was Halloween in Reading, and it was like they had like the bigger bag, and it was like peanut M&Ms. Like, you want some candy? We're passing out candy. I was like, fuck yeah, I'll do that. Scarfed the whole thing. I was like, man, I fucking forgot how much I like these.
Yeah.
I felt like shit. Like an hour later, going forward, I was like, what the fuck is going on in my stomach? Like, did you eat the whole bag? It's probably a lot of sugar. And like in my head, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Probably a lot of sugar. I haven't had M&Ms in I don't know how long. Yeah, to me, it is a lot of sugar. But the problem is, like weed brownies, it takes a second to kick in. So you're like, oh, this is fucking amazing. This is fucking amazing. And the next thing you know, you're fucking I Am Sam.
I mean, I like that concept of idea of like, yeah, it was probably a lot of sugar or whatever it comes out. Oh, your tummy's probably upset because you ate a bag of M&Ms.
McDonald's does the same shit to me though.
Yeah, but McDonald's is made in a fucking toilet. The thing is,
the fuck is M&M's made in?
Who knows? Probably.
You think Hershey's, Pennsylvania is a holistic fucking organic place?
Hell no.
Yeah,
but neither is any of the other shit you put in your fucking body or the shit that we put in our body for all those years.
That's the problem.
Sure, yeah, but I mean, like, okay, McDonald's is
all those years spending our money on drugs and alcohol and having to survive off Del Taco. You think we're like in a good position for the rest of our lives? Nah, we fucked up. We had chronic intestinal abuse, and now we're going to pay the rest of our lives for it. Yeah. We have to make these smarter decisions, and I already don't make smart decisions. So when I say I gotta pick and choose, Trevor, I gotta fucking pick and choose.
Then pick the stuff that makes you happy. Who gives a shit?
I'll die.
Then you die happy.
I don't know.
I would rather
died from too much M&M.
I mean, if that was how I
discovered peanut butter and jelly M&Ms were delicious. Fucked around and ate too much. That's on my fucking headstone. Nah.
Well, maybe it's a little bit of the diabetes. Maybe that's what the issue is.
It could be.
You know what I mean?
It could be.
That's a realistic idea. Because it may not necessarily be just the sugar itself. It may be
my blood sugars are higher
than
normal. I could be creeping in on pre-diabetic to diabetic ranges. Who knows?
Oh my God. If they could take my foot, that means I wouldn't have to do this job anymore. Oh God. Like if I came out diabetic and you think, oh hell. Oh. Yeah, you're right. Because I would totally go. I would totally go robotic, like in an instant, and then I'd have no excuse. I go full cyborg.
Remove the toe. Do the foot. No, just the toe.
Take
the foot.
Take it to
the
foot, please. Sir, it's just an ingrown nail.
Doesn't cover it. It's just a wooden peg. God damn it. It is not as sick as I thought it was going
to be. Just fucking floors everywhere, just stuck with a peg.
That's one thing that always blew my mind is if you're going to do it, if you're going to, like, if they got to amputate, tell them you're homeless. Like, fuck if you have a home, go live on the street. Because I can't tell you how many times I've scanned people and they have like below the knee amputation or above the knee amputation and they got like the full like thing like that. The homeless dudes have like the $80,000 ones. They're like, oh, this is like top of the line. Doctor gave me titanium. And then you see dudes that like have like decent jobs and like their insurance is actually trying to cover it. And then they start negotiating with the insurance and they've got the like it doesn't bend. Like they got those kinds. Like, fuck, dude. That's the shit that pissed me off. And the only reason the fucking Mr. Homeless guy who is in a wheelchair has like a fully articulating like fucking 4D fucking Terminator leg is because they're like, oh, give them the best, and we just build it to the state.
Yeah, we just
get it all back.
Write it
and
off.
Whatever we don't get back, we get to write off. Exactly.
Yeah.
When you actually have insurance involved, they start negotiating shit. That's how you get the peg leg.
Insurance is like the biggest racket that exists in general. I mean, and it has been for the longest time. Like, I mean, other than some of the, but like generally insurance is like, I pay for this. I pay specific.
I miss the 50s when like insurance was like, oh, you can afford insurance. You got good stuff. You didn't have insurance. Well, I don't miss it, but
yeah, right.
you know, somewhere there was a shift. They're like, we can make so much more fucking money if we make it mandatory.
Yeah, make it mandatory and stop approving shit. I have to get this done. You know, I had to buy a yacht this year, so we're just not going to have to do that for you.
My bonuses don't really align with this approval.
Fuck the medical, man.
Yeah. No, fuck everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Ooh, God.
Yeah, it's already sliding.
Every now and then a patient like gets me started. And I start going on a rant. And they're laying on the table, like as I'm shoving pads and stuff, like, and these motherfuckers, I swear to, like, are you okay? Yeah, just hold still for 15 to 20 minutes. Ooh, don't get me started.
It's corrupt, dude.
Don't.
That's what Sean always bitches about, like the billionaires or like the people of Amazon and
I love
stuff.
USA.
It's like, dude, fucking go after the real people, man. We need more. What's his name? Luigi Soprano. What was his name?
Luigi Mangione.
Yeah. Just start fucking popping the top of the top. I don't advocate for assassinations. Yeah. I'm just saying.
If you're gonna do it and you're gonna like broad daylight make a statement. Why not go full Joker? Follow the guy into the meeting that he was going to go to.
That's what I'm saying.
Room
make a full 30 of them.
I don't condone.
I don't know. No, this is just an idea. If you were to put this into a movie,
if we were shooting a movie version of this,
well, how would you do it?
I'm joking. FBI, open up. Yeah. The Greenstein starts crashing down. Zip tie, fucking. Oh man.
But yeah, no, seriously, make a statement. Make it a fucking full thing. Videotape it. Put it on TikTok.
Are you upset?
No.
You fired up?
No. I'm
Okay.
chilling, bro.
I want to talk about something.
Okay, talk about it.
What's your problem with Alien Earth?
It's awful. It's
How?
Awful. Okay.
How so?
I have not seen episode 3. So my context for where I am at is because of episode 1 and 2 when it first launched. Okay.
You've seen all of it.
And I've seen all of it. I just haven't seen the new episode that dropped the other day. Busy. Haven't got to it. First off, you have this crazy story that has spanned since 1979, right? And again, once we get to like Alien versus Predator type of thing, like AVP, I kind of like goes off the side. So let's just take the actual Alien movies that we have as like a canon story. So you've got Prometheus, Covenant, 1, Romulus, 2, 3, and then Resurrection. I'm going to just call those the movies themselves. They had a very clear, direct line. Weyland-Yutani was fucking out searching for aliens and stuff like that. It's been this whole thing. They're trying to like turn it into a weapon. People get involved. Science vessels. It's really interesting. All these things. Cool. Love it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Again, you go back to like Prometheus and Covenant, and it kind of does the whole like, this is the original things and all the blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, fine. I get where you're coming from. It's fine. Alien Earth, which is supposed to be set before 1, right?
So it goes Prometheus,
Covenant,
Covenant, Alien Earth, then Alien.
And then Alien, right. So it's in between these things. So the science vessel that crashes on Earth that already had all this stuff that supposedly nobody knew about in Alien 1 just kind of gets retconned in its own right. Fine, no big deal. And then there's these fucking hybrid people and cyborgs and all these things, again, retconned into this whole fucking existence because it's always just been synths or whatever it comes out to, even though they kind of like had a half and half. Now there's these fucking children that get implanted into people's brains and shit like that. The whole first 2 episodes is just some weird fucking circle jerk to try and give this girl her like 15 minutes of fame on screen. And it's just fucking boring. It's just boring. The coolest part of the first 2 episodes was just seeing the alien for a total of a minute screen time. Her brother, this medic guy or whatever that she's like trying to go and get, it's just it just doesn't make any fucking sense. The writing is awful. And then there's these weird like sweeping shots of like, look at the cinematics that we're doing for the show. And oh my God, it's everything. And then it cuts back to being like her staring at a camera or like talking to the weird guy being like bubbles and popcorn, blah, 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 blah. And then like cuts to another thing of like on the ship. It's just like, it feels like it's just shuffled, jumbled thing that just doesn't fucking makes sense. I understand that they're trying to build a story and trying to like get things designed in a way that makes sense to the people who are viewing this, to saying, hey, look at what we have. This is how we're introducing it. This is how the plot's going to move and all this stuff. Except for you have fucking 35, 40 years of story that's already existed. Like, you don't have to explain it to you like you're an idiot, but you just have to make it happen naturally. And it just feels like everything is a forced storytelling point. And it's fucking boring. It's just fucking boring.
Disagree.
Really?
Disagree.
Really?
Thought it was decent. I'm all the way through 3.
Okay.
And even leading into 3, I was still trying to figure out what you guys were bitching about. Now hear me out.
Okay.
I
am not
up to par maybe with your alien knowledge. Is Prodigy a new thing? It kind of feels to me like Prodigy was something that they put in. We've always existed within the Weyland-Yutani and all the super corps, and it kind of seems like Prodigy was kind of plugged in there so they can explore a different thing. If that's the case, I kind of see how it's not quite true to maybe the source material.
Sure.
In my head, I think it could be a possible bastardization, but fun way to kind of explore a different angle to try to add to said universe because it's like, oh, he's the youngest trillionaire. There's a lot of setup on he's the youngest trillionaire. He's this. He's like one of the newest founders of the corporation, things like that.
Sure.
And I think it gives them some wiggle room to try a new thing.
There's always
With that being said, I feel like the first 2 episodes leading into the third is still good setup for what's to come for it. Is it a little like, oh man, we saw the alien for this far and that far and yada yada? Yeah, but it kind of feels like we're not there yet. Well, we're still getting to the point where it's going to do the explosion hasn't happened. We're doing setup.
Well, the one good thing that they've been able to do for the show is, and what a lot of people miss is that these science vessels had gone out a long time ago. So like these science vessels have been in space for like 60 years. So like this is like what you see like when the first ship, it looks like it's like from the 70s, like how they shot the original movie or whatever. And then like you get to the planet, it's all like high tech and stuff like that. It's because they've been in space for so long that technology has advanced so much farther on the Earth side of things. So it is interesting when you look at it in between those types of movies where like, because you're in a different environment and these vessels have been in space for a long time, it is cool to see, why wouldn't tech have already evolved or gone farther than what we saw in the original movies? And I'm totally okay with that story plot. Him being a new member of the corporations and developing new stuff, that is totally fine and not a problem. It just, the issue I have is then with the remainder of the movies, like
because she's a woman.
No, it's not because she's a woman. It's because she is a child that's in a woman's body. And so all the acting is actors trying to act like children, which is like
heard. There's something to be say about, for somebody who's got a decent amount of experience in
being a child,
neurology.
Oh,
and everything around there. Childlike brains. Specifically, granted, we're not taking an actual brain and plugging it in, but if you're in like the neuroplasticity thing of like a child, say, has a stroke very early on and half their brain is dead, they are able to rewire. Maybe that's the direction they were going. Maybe adult brains can't fit in there because they're already used to their neural pathways being X, Y, and Z, and this allows them to plug it in.
She's like she's like an 8 or 9-year-old kid.
I will say, Wendy does seem to be taking it a lot easier than all the other ones. All the other ones were like, come on, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, they're like playing. Yeah,
a little bit, but hey, this is Fast and the Furious land, okay?
I know.
We have to exist within their universe and let them explore it.
Totally fine. But like the scene, she's like an 8 or 9-year-old child, and she wants to go rescue her brother because she's been watching her brother and she's been developing and all these things, right?
And girls mature faster than boys.
Sure. She like goes to the fucking like the paper cutter and like rips it off and like puts a sword on her back.
Yeah, okay,
I'm like,
yep.
What?
Valid.
What?
That one
like,
was
what?
Yeah.
What?
Yep. No. Yeah. Okay, you got me there.
Okay.
You 100% got me there.
Again, the overall story is fine because it's based in the Alien universe, and I love aliens for that specific reason. The writing of the show is, and like Timothy Olyphant being a synth.
Dude, fuck his hair. Oh my god.
Oh, I know, right? I know. But it's fine. It's fine.
It's hard.
And like his acting as being a synth, just completely emotionless and everything, is fine.
Oh, his acting's good.
It's great. But
his
like
look is.
The thing that bothers me the most is like Timothy Olyphant is great when he has emotion. You know what other movie he was shit in when he didn't have any emotion? Hitman. Have you ever watched Justified? Have you ever watched, when he's got emotions and stuff, he's a fucking phenomenal actor. When he's a deadpan character, it's just like you just have Timothy Olyphant on screen. You know what I mean? There's no, you could have put anybody there and it would have been fine. You know,
he is 70% eyebrows.
He is 70%.
If you're taking the eyebrows away from him, you're taking a lot. You're hamstringing this guy.
Exactly.
So
So there's that, and that's what I'm saying. The writing of the show is just so, and again, it's so hodgepodge. It's like,
okay.
There's nothing.
That is a good point
there's
because
nothing consistent.
Fassbender nails it.
Yeah, absolutely.
David Fassbender as like he nails it. Yeah, okay.
You have.
Okay, I hear you there. And so you got paper cutter and no emotions.
No emotions, and then you have this hodgepodge story where there's
fucking paper cutter was such a monkey wrench in my fucking argument.
You have like a scene that shoots. And then it cuts to something else that's non-relevant. They're just talking about random shit. And then it cuts to a different... There's like all these like... Bloop, 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 and it's like trying to... I understand that it's trying to show forced perspective on different perspectives. but it's like it's just filler. Like when they're sitting in the ship, they're talking, and he's just talking about, like in episode 2 or whatever they're going, and he's just talking about random fucking nonsense or whatever. Like that should be an emotional point that like trying to teach this new child who's in a woman's body like an idea on growth, but it's like a fucking minute conversation of them just talking about literally nothing, and then it cuts back to some other fucking random scene of something else going on, or it cuts to the, you know, the billionaire talking about some random, or like it shows a scene with like her looking at like a camera or something, and then like someone says some random thing, and then it cuts to something completely different. So there's no context, and there's no like, it's supposed to be something to build onto, but then they don't touch again on it for the rest of the episode. It's just piss poor writing. And it's fine cinematically. The alien looks fucking great. The areas when they fucking go into the building and they're climbing through the building, and then they get to the ship, and then they're climbing through the ship, and they exit the ship back into the building and stuff like that. Super fucking cool, dude. The cinematics, the environment, everything looks great. You know, the guy, you know, gets cut in half in the alien. He's like crawling on the ground and stuff. Like, cool cinematics, really cool if you want to use it as horror, because that's all Alien has ever been, is just horror. But when you take the horror and then you turn it into a soap opera on the back end, it just feels fucking mushy. And that's kind of why Covenant and Prometheus and Covenant were both kind of like, okay, they're fine, because they spent so much time making it a drama than a horror.
Until Cliff pointed out that she could have just ran 10 feet to the left and avoided that whole thing falling. Prometheus might be one of my favorites.
It's a great movie. I'm not saying it's not a great movie. It's a great fucking movie, and it's a great prequel.
Let's just toss in there. Maybe my brain's just operating at a different level than yours. I have recently rewatched Memento, so maybe the jumbling doesn't seem as scrambled to me, because I was trying to, you know,
again, when the story is designed to be jumbled, totally fine. Memento is great for that reason. You know, you're watching a movie in reverse.
Not reverse.
Well, okay, all right, yeah, but
not reverse. It's an elliptical pattern.
Sure, fine.
To which they align. I saw a Reddit post that actually said that Christopher Nolan confirmed, like, oh, this is how the scenes are supposed to be shot, and it never actually meets up quite in the middle, and that's why I rewatched it. So maybe I'm just firing at more cylinders.
Maybe that something like that is still fucking dumb. regardless if it seems to make sense, it's still a fucking dumb concept. And
so I watch Inception a lot too. Maybe my brain is just working at a higher operating power.
Inception is one of those movies too where the plot, the story, the idea behind it is fucking brilliant. I love the sci-fi aspect of that, going into people's dreams and shit. But then when people take it as like this giant, bigger, extra meaning, and it's like, if you bring it back to it just being a movie, it's fine. You know, everybody's got fucking hard on for Inception. It's a great movie. Cinematically, it's a great movie. It's kind of fucking boring a little bit. Oh my God, we're about to die. Go into a deeper dream. Like Rick and Morty make jokes about that, where they would just like keep going deeper and deeper to dreams. You know what I mean? It's like, and again, it's fine. It's fine, but it's
you're attacking Inception.
I'm not attacking
and it. I'm not a little bit. And let's not. I'm
not because everybody has their own perspective on how things are, right? Mm-hmm. We all have a different best Batman movie. We have a friend in the group that believes Fast and the Furious is the greatest cinematic franchise that's ever existed.
Friend's a stretch.
Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Everybody can have a different opinion, but again, like watching Alien Earth is like, okay, maybe I need to me and Aaron were talking about it. I was like, did I just fucking miss something? Did I miss something?
Bring something new to the table. Okay.
But you don't need to reinvent the wheel. It was already rolling. The biggest disconnect in the Alien franchise was Alien 3 and when you had AVP.
So where would you have taken it? What do you propose would have been better? Because objectively, Alien 1 was, let's put a bunch of people in a spaceship and have them get attacked by an alien and fight it with two guns that are duct taped together.
Yeah, no, it's the Dead Space effect where the weapons you were using weren't weapons. Like Isaac was just a miner and had to use mining equipment to fight against the aliens. And that's why Alien 1 was so dope, because it was just a science vessel and they were like, fuck, what do we do? Well, let's build our own flamethrower as us being intelligent scientists to like fight off this thing. You know what I mean? Like,
but how far can you stretch that idea before adding more to the
which is canon? what they did with Aliens. When you found out there was the Marines, right, and everything, and she gets down on the planet, and they're like, this is the overhaul. They found a queen on the planet. There was a whole thing. It was cool. You could have stopped at Aliens and been fine. Then you went to Aliens 3 and Ripley gets pregnant and there's alien dogs and it was like, and then Alien Resurrection is like 400 or 500 years in the future. Ripley's still alive and we've taken her baby and made it into a monster thing. And they got, it's like, but because she was like, she's been like transformed into like half synth, half alien, half Ripley. It was like, all right, okay. We could have stopped at 2. You guys went 2 more. So then what happens? AVP comes out and then retcons everything. Oh, the Predators were actually the ones that started the whole alien race and all this stuff. And it's like, fuck. And so what happens? They go back and like, well, let's make a prequel to the original Aliens and kind of give like context to the story and stuff. Prometheus comes out. It's like, okay, cool. Why does the alien look different? And then they're like, okay, well, we'll retcon why the alien looks different. We'll say, oh, well, when it takes over a host, that's how it like designs and becomes to look like the way it is. Covenant came out and kind of like helped retcon a bunch of that stuff. Cool. Then Romulus comes out. And it's like this bridge in between 1 and 2, and it's cool little just side story on its own. It's the Rogue One of, you know, the Alien franchise, and Romulus is cool for its own right. And the way they shot that movie cinematically was super fucking dope. It was really cool. But again, alien on a ship, people just having to fight against it. Cool, whatever, no big deal. Then you get the show, and it's like, okay, where's the alien? Well, he's there for like a minute, and then everything else is this weird exposition about this little girl in a fucking hybrid body, and this is what you have to do. But my brother...
Yeah. I think we're just gonna have to agree to disagree on
I think so too. It's all right. You can have your Fast and the Furious moment with this.
Maybe stop. Maybe wait till you're out of turn and give it another shot.
You know what? Maybe. But again, I value Aaron's opinion as much as I value yours. I will watch it a second time. I will watch it a second time because as of right now, we were sitting here just being like, what in the fuck is happening? And I was like, I'm trying to like use my knowledge to help me get through it. It was just so confusing. I was just like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you're using too much knowledge.
I should just fucking brain dead it and watch it.
Brain it. Yeah, just
maybe.
I tried watching it a couple times. I had to put my phone in another room and just watch it, you know. I couldn't have any distractions. I had to dedicate myself to that girl's fucked up bangs and just let it all play out, you know.
If
tell me that girl doesn't like wake up and like look in the mirror like, I'm gonna be like this forever. My bangs like this.
This is a scene from what was it, Andromeda, that me and Sean watched with Kevin Sorbo, and there was like a close-up scene of this girl, and she just looked fucking awful. And I remember Sean, we were sitting there, we were laughing watching. I think we were drinking one night, and Sean was like, he's like, who directed this? Like, who was like, hey, okay, that girl's gonna have a close-up scene today. Just fuck the whole thing up. just make it bad, you know.
And those are the kind of moments that you hope like come out later, like in an interview, like, oh, Bob, and he's like, this one time,
yeah,
this bitch went to craft services and she took the last bagel, and I said, nah, I'm gonna fuck your career. I went to makeup and hair, and I just said, this is the plan. God. Has she had work again? Nope.
Not
after that close up.
God damn. But this is also, you know, and I will also concede on something. As I've gotten older, I have cared less and less for movies and TV shows than when we were younger. I was so involved with like so many TV shows or movies. I always watched movies when I was younger. I've watched fucking tons of. As I've gotten older, I just could not care less.
I don't have the time.
Couldn't care less. You know? Yeah, that's one. I wanted to go see Superman. I wanted to go see Fantastic Four.
I have no interest in Superman. I have no interest in James Gunn's DCU. It irritates me.
Okay,
the only reason, not the only reason, but I feel like the main reason he had such success and like his success leading him into the DCU is all based off of what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah, sure.
Because it was like a funny, like, you know, and him and Chris Pratt banging off of each other. They did it, but that was like the comic relief of the entire universe. And now he's kind of taken the DC universe, and I wouldn't even say he's had his like Guardians of the Galaxy spin. It's just a little too light for me. I don't want the colors to be so bright. And that was, I guess, by design in the new one. They made the conscious choice, like, no, we want the Superman to be like this and this and this. Cool. Not for me. I want him to just stop cucking Matt Reeves' universe. I want the Reeves universe to take off. I want Batman 2 to stop getting fucking postponed.
Yeah.
I want season 2 of Penguin.
Yeah.
I want another spin-off after Batman 2 of another villain that's similar to Penguin. I think it's so dark, gritty, and brutal, and I feel like that's almost what this universe needs to be. Granted, you could take Superman in a completely different way.
Yeah, as Superman comics always were.
Take off.
Superman comics were always the light fluffy. There was a whole point. He was dripped in red and blue. You know what I mean? Like, it was about color. It's about showing the good and all this stuff. The thing that I want to see the Superman movie for, one, just how well they kept up with trying to be Fillion. And Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. As the lanterns go, Guy Gardner was one of the coolest fucking lanterns out there, man. He was just an absolute asshole, green fucking lantern. But he was a really cool, interesting character. And I've been watching scenes of Nathan Fillion, and just the way that, again, the way that constructs work with the Green Lantern Corps is you have to, like, that ability, you have to come up with something that you're going to utilize. And it's not just going to be like a hammer or a shield. You know what I mean? Because they cheese dick the shit out of that with the Ryan Reynolds movie. You know what I mean?
You don't say.
But I understood where their concept was on that. But just watching him play Guy Gardner as you would see him in the comic book with the middle fingers, with him just flipping stuff and not giving, it was just perfect. Seeing a hot girl and all these things, it's like, it's cool to see that in movies where it's not just your main big guys. It's the Flash, the fucking, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, that type of stuff of the Justice League or whatever. And like the whole like Justice Friends or whatever, what he was talking about. It was like Justice Group or whatever. He's like, that name's not gonna stick. He's like, hey buddy, type of thing. It's like, that's how it was in the comics, and it's just cool. It's cool to see that type of stuff. I like seeing the MCU has beat the shit out of the Avengers, like, storyline and everything, that when you go back and look at comics, there's so much more. I mean, you got to think this shit spans 100 years now at this point.
Yeah, it's like
there's so much more to do. Why just continue to beat a dead horse? And the whole thing is like, oh, look at Avengers, Doom is coming back, and blah blah blah. We're doing this whole thing. It's gonna probably be some multiverse thing that's gonna have it all because Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doom. And it's like, guys, this fucking you had something good with Kane going there. But then because the actor was all, they had to like pull that whole plug on it. And the comic books Kane's a crazy cool character, Nope, I had to change that because of this little bit of controversy. It's like, whatever.
A little bit of controversy.
It's Hollywood, man. It's Hollywood. Like, I'm not surprised when I hear controversy like that anymore. It's like, okay, well, it's Hollywood.
Makes you miss the days of pre-social media.
Yeah.
Where people could just get away with shit,
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring back the Gaudis.
Yeah, man. That's exactly right. You think Harvey Weinstein would let this shit happen?
That fucking say what you will, but none of these mid bitches would be fucking starring in shows if Harvey Weinstein was still here. It's like
it's fucked up. Oh my god. Man. I have been playing this game. It's called Surrounded. And it's just like, it's a single player. It's like kind of the weird pixel voxel like style game. It's like a survival zombie game or whatever. It is super simple. It's like $18, not a lot of money. It's made by one dude. Single dev is doing it. It's on Unreal 5. It's looked like a couple other games like Polydead and a few other games like this that have come out. For whatever reason, this game is just entertaining, man. Entertaining. Like, I can just sit down and plug away and play with it. It's got base building and some light mission stuff and, just kind of like bunkers and things. And just, it's cool, man. It's a cool little easy game to play. Because I've been trying to fill a void now that I just cannot get back into 7 days. I'm trying so hard. Needs to.
Is it from this update?
Yeah. Just needs to simmer a little bit. I just don't have the well, one, I don't have the time, but two, like I start playing it and I'm just like, this, just bored with it.
I haven't played a lot of anything.
Yeah, you guys were playing Tarkov the other day, right?
Yeah, we played Tarkov's Tarkov, They're not really, they're announced. We're just talking about this. Rye was like, they announced 1.0. And I was like, man, Trevor said it best. Like, fucking 1.0 is not 1.0. 1.0 is early access. Early access is fucking beta. Beta's alpha. And somehow we're fucking way over here on a game that's fucking 15 years old. It's 1.0 doesn't fucking impress me.
No.
Or give me any hope for Tarkov.
No.
I think Tarkov's always just going to be what it is.
Yeah. And that's okay. It's so fine just leaving it as it is. The whole idea, we're going to launch 1.0. Guys, you have a massive cheater problem. Your game barely works from time to time. The queues to get into raid are 30 minutes for scavs, 20 minutes for fucking PMCs. You're missing 2 maps still, right? 2 maps? Terminal and something else?
Just fucking delete them.
Yeah.
Just take them off of the thing. There's
it just
until you're like, see, that's the thing of like putting it on there and having terminal on there for terminal and suburbs for fucking, it's been there for as long as the game's been there.
Yeah.
Like just remove it. Yeah. If you finally stop dicking around with everything else and decide to dedicate time to that, then put it on. Don't put it on there. It just pisses us off.
Well, and then not only that,
and I have a feeling they're never coming.
No,
and strong feeling they're never coming.
Not only that, but like then fully integrating Arena into your crafting stuff inside the game, or making this hardcore wipe where people are like, okay, this is the cost of things. This is how it's going to get. Double up on all of the resources and everything, or go play Arena. And you can get all this stuff for fucking just a couple GPU coins that you can get. You know what I mean? And then, so it's just like, it just looks like it's like, who's going to give a shit if it's 1.0? You think you're going to collect more people, especially when your base game is such dog shit. You know what I mean?
Wait for Unheard 2.0 to come out.
That's what I'm saying, right? That's the whole thing. Oh, hey, here's 1.0, and now we've got an even bigger package for $300 that you can purchase that'll give you all this crazy extra shit. And it's like, the base game, okay, and this we've talked about it with the way that collector's editions and things like that have a deluxe edition that has some extra DLC stuff, skins, some cool things, and then like also like, hey, when we release DLC as it comes out, you won't have to pay for it later, like the Borderlands stuff. It's an interesting point for me to look at and be like, you know what, cool, I'm all right spending an extra $10 to $20 on top of a base game for some deluxe, things that come with some cool skins at launch. That's not a big deal. But when your whole thing is you're pretty much held back from so many things, like just stash size, like rep, things that are going to get you like moving forward in the game, unless you spend an extra $120. Nah. What?
As we were talking, I just pulled up, because you're talking about skins and stuff like that. So I was trying to pull up the Tarkov online, because I know there's like certain things that you can buy online, just as shit like that. As I click to log in, so you have to do like your what do you call it, login, right? You have to log in through the website with like, your email and everything you signed up for.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that it says or log in with Epic Games?
No.
It said other ways to log in, Epic Games. I just saw it on the bottom of the thing. As I clicked login, I was like, what the fuck is that?
Really? For Tarkov?
Yeah. For Tarkov. Just right now.
What's there?
It said email, password, login, or other ways to log in, and it just had an Epic Games.
Is Tarkov on Epic Games? Look at the Epic Games Store and see if Tarkov is on there. Because that's what it's saying, is that it looks like it's available through this.
Yeah.
It was announced coming to the platform in March and officially launched.
Oh, just Arena?
It might be just Arena.
Epic Games Store.
The main game.
Tarkov Arena.
Yeah, the main game is not available on Epic Games Store. It's exclusively just Arena.
Oh my! I just got it.
What?
Oh, can you imagine if the kid is like, "I need more money," sells the controlling share to Epic Games, and this just gets Fortnited.
Which is then why they're like, okay, we need to push the 1.0 launch as soon as possible. Yeah. Just get it out of our hands. Because that would be the only reason to do it. Get it out of your hands as soon as possible. Let it run its own thing. They weren't they
trying? Does that make you feel?
Wasn't Nikita and the team trying to fucking Battlestate was also trying to make a different game as well? Weren't they trying to do like some other MMO based game or some shit like that?
I don't know. Ooh. God, can you imagine? They push 1.0, immediately ship off the fucking Epic,
and then just walk away from it.
That's their handoff. Walk up.
I don't know. We're in a weird state with shooters. There's like Battlefield 6 looks so dope until I watch people doing like the bunny hops and like the crazy jumping movements and
stuff. But they immediately killed that.
They did, which is thank God.
They immediately killed that.
Which it's DICE is
borderline kind of funny because they were like immediately all like the streamers are like, oh, we figured it out. They're like, you've just killed your game. You don't know what you've done. Because they were like, okay, we're going to like any movement that is carried into a slide will have a significant inertia reduction. Any subsequent jump from a first jump will have a 80% like movement debuff and like stuff like that. Which is like the smart way of like canceling it out.
Sure,
and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden all these fucking sweats are like, you killed your game. Everybody's on there. But then like it's almost like they're fucking just like reaction farming, you know?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, how are we going to go? And just people are like, you're what's wrong with the game. Like everybody else enjoys this. We want this to carry on.
Well, and the thing is that there is a point where they were saying, okay, we're going to open this up. And like the two betas that they had going on were opened up to the community, and Dice's whole thing is we are developing this game with community insight. Like we're not just going to do our own thing where we're going to hear the main feedback and then we're going to develop the game that way while still trying to hold true to certain things. The people who do like that stuff are the people that play Call of Duty and the Omni movement and all that shit. And of course they're the people that like the voices speak the loudest because they're most current. They're the most current people. If all Dice is doing is just watching streamers, the main streamers or whatever, and it's anybody who's playing a shooter, well, of course that like is all going to be one because they are forced into playing like that. Could you imagine going to play Call of Duty now and not trying to get good at like the Omni movements and the slides and jumps and all this shit, and going back and playing the way we played Call of Duty when we were kids? We'd never get anywhere in the game. Like we'd never accomplish
currently
anything.
yeah I would never.
No. So of course
that's one of the reasons why I'm just like, man, fuck Call of Duty. Like I'm over it.
Yeah. There was a streamer who's like a Fortnite
for the same reason I don't like playing Fortnite, because I can't and have my screen do this and build the fucking
exactly
New York Hilton.
So
like, I just can't.
So when you go back to playing a military shooter, one, I don't want to see Beavis and Butthead and fucking the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Nicki Minaj and shit in my game.
Mm-hmm.
I just want it to be a military shooter. So if you take it back to something original and Dice does something with Battlefield in that way, that's great. That's what it's supposed to be. Tarkov is great for that reason. It's more realistic. It's a little too realistic and a little too fucking obnoxious, honestly. But again, it's fine. Arma is another good example. That is more of a fucking sim game than it is actually a game. But again, it was a little bit slower down. You couldn't run so fast. You had weight reductions, you know? That's all these games need, man. If you're going to make a military shooter, make it realistic. Have fun with it, you know? But keep it on point. I was watching one of the streamers from the guy who does he's just like a Fortnite player or something, and he was playing the Battlefield beta, and he was like, man, I know a lot of people don't want this. Like, you know, I want the skins. I want to see teenage. I know a lot of people don't like that, but like, that's what this game needs, man. You want to make sales, blah, blah. And then immediately he got kicked from the game, and he's like, fuck, Dice is listening. It was like, I take it back, Dice. I don't mean any of that. It's like, your account is no longer available. What are you doing?
The only thing, and this might irritate some people, the only thing that I heard that was like a hot take was, I think it might have been like Tim the Tap Man. He said, I think the only thing that this game is missing is like a BR mode. And while it's not like their style and everything like that, to the extent of there are people that want to play BRs that don't want the Call of Duty bullshit, and you will retain the people that would otherwise go back to a Call of Duty platform. If you put something like that in there, I think you hold on to a lot of the people that do the jump and then are going to jump back.
No, but the thing is okay, now, that's understandable.
It is completely, flopped from what Battlefield is. Totally get that.
Well, not just that, but like, okay, here's my biggest take on that. You put a BR mode in, then all you do is you kill the game that it's built for, and then you invest, like Call of Duty does, like everybody else does, invest all of your resources and time into a live service game to keep pushing up. Conquest in Battlefield is why you play Battlefield. Like nobody's playing Battlefield the way they play Call of Duty, which is just a 6v6 or 10v10 arena shooter. Most people are playing on the big scale maps or the big scale war fronts, and or even on the smaller maps and the push maps and the capture points. That's how Battlefield is designed, or at least has been for so many years, and that's what works so well. That's why people play the Battlefield game. When you're like, oh, I think this needs a BR mode. Well, yeah, well, why don't you have a fucking just a fucking World of Tanks mode as well? Yeah, why don't you have a fucking you know what I mean? Why don't you add a roguelite element in there as well? Oh, you pick up a gun, but if you die, you got to reset back to 0 and start all over again. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can add a bunch of those things in there, but it's like, that's not what the game is. If you want to be that inclusivity, like, well, everybody else is doing it, do it as well, then what's your identity? You're not fucking really Battlefield at that point. You're just Call of Duty with Battlefield skin. Nah, Fuck it. Keep the BR out of it. You want to go play a BR game? Fine. Go play Warzone. You know what I mean? Go play fucking PUBG.
I don't want to play Warzone.
No, exactly right. So DICE make a game that's so fucking good that I don't want to play a BR. I just want to play Conquest on Battlefield. You know what I mean? Why do people like BRs? Why do people like BRs? Because it's the high of being
you and Will can jump in there, and our victory isn't based solely on fucking some people who can't secure B.
Right, exactly. It's on its own right.
I hate when we're doing our job and people aren't.
Right.
And maybe that's the point.
Right.
But fuck.
But again, that's what these games are designed. Battlefield is designed as squad-based things. You know what I mean? Could you fucking put a BR in Hell Let Loose? Oh yeah, now we're having fun. You know, you there are certain things that just exist for their own right. You know, you gotta stay in the lane. I just don't think Battlefield is the type of game that would it polish or would it be fine for a BR? Yeah, but the only thing I can say is that if they did Battlefield right and then they made their own BR, they could be the top BR, on the market.
Yeah.
But again, I just feel like when you take a game and you force it into live service,
it's like a slippery slope.
Then you just stop giving a shit about the other game. Could you imagine if, and again, a live service. So what are you going to do? You're going to charge for that BR? Is it going to cost money? Or is it going to be a free version of the game like Warzone? If it's going to be a free version of the game like Warzone as a live service, then the monetization comes in. Now we're selling skins. Now we're selling fucking packs and different things like that. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Keep to the roots. Stick to the originals. And fucking, if your game is worth anything, then on the merits alone, you'll be profitable. If the only reason you're profitable is because you force monetization in, okay, well that's not fun either.
Fine.
Plus, all Tim does is play BRs. You know what I mean? Go to a dude that only plays Civilization and then be like, oh, well, I think there should be a fucking economy sim part of this game. You know what I mean? Like, you're talking about one guy that has one direction that he's famous for. Like, of course, stick him with something else.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. As somebody who enjoys BRs, I would.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying, you know? I just wish there wasn't a reason to ever go back to Call of Duty. I like Call of Duty to be fucking. I want Call of Duty to compete with Fortnite and Fortnite to mop them up.
Yeah, yeah.
And and have you seen the new Call of Duty trailer?
Oh yeah.
Oh god,
boy. Oh boy.
Man,
my favorite thing I watched the trailer and I was like, God damn. And then right after that, someone I saw on Instagram, someone had a post of like to dislike ratio where Battlefield and Call of Duty were on top of one another. And it's like, whoa, man. Oh yeah.
The comments.
Yeah. People are fucking ruthless, and it is shitty, but it's like, that's the wake up call. You've got and the worst part about it,
Advanced Warfare 2.0.
The worst fucking part about this is no matter how much it's disliked, how much people hate it, it'll still sell fucking millions of copies.
Yeah.
It'll be on Game Pass. It'll be available for everyone to touch. It'll have a free BR mode that everybody can play. And
it's
Activision
beyond the event horizon.
Already. It's already so far gone. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you bitch about it. That's why I'm like, I've been advocating for it for a long time. Like, anything that is like that bad or whatever, don't spend the money on. Spend $9 or $10 a month, whatever the fuck it is, on Game Pass. Play it until you don't want it anymore, and then stop your subscription. And everybody's like, oh yeah, but if I pay for $9 and I pay for 10 months, I'm spending well over the money that I would have just bought the game for. It's like, yeah, except for
so much more.
So much on Game Pass in general. There's so much there. You know what I mean? I think I pay $15 a month for the computer Game Pass and the Xbox Game Pass. So it's like, I'll sit here, play. We want to sit on the cat, boom, boom. And I've got a fucking catalog that just is endless.
Mm-hmm.
I hate gaming.
I do too, man. It just to come from where it used to be to now is just insane.
Yeah.
Insane in the sense that like we're so lucky that we got to see everything come from fucking like 8-bit and forward to the point that we are now. But it's also like the magic was lost long ago, and it's kind of just like like don't get me wrong, there's still some magical moments, but like we've or maybe I'm just old.
I think I'm just old. It's
talking out of my ass.
It's seeing the things where like the new generation, the young kids or whatever, like because social media and phones are fucking readily available for anyone who's 5 years old and up at this point. You know, you're seeing like 11, 12-year-olds making like funny little TikToks or whatever. And like, we found an ancient relic of a past lifetime. And then like they pan the camera. It's like a payphone.
I'll fucking kick a child.
You know what I mean? I'm like, it hurts. But that's the thing with gaming is that we talked about this before. I just like that article I was reading. We've come so far in one direction. How do you pull it back the other way? Well, you start by doing stuff like this. Like if DICE is heavy on just focusing on community-based stuff and making sure that the game is designed in a way that the majority of the community and their roots align together and they do it ethically, and fucking the game that succeeds is its own. It's not a homunculus of 10 different games that need to like try to be good at multiple little things. It could just be great at being Battlefield. And then once they start that chain and that's successful, then other games go down that path, you know? Or God forbid a new fucking developer comes out and makes a new military shooter that isn't Battlefield or Call of Duty and just kicks ass and does it right. Or a new company comes out and makes a new BR game. I hate to say it, that stupid Fate hentai uwu game that me and Will were playing. It's
Fate Trigger.
Fate Trigger, thank you. It's good. It's not great. It's not great.
I finally got accepted to the playtest for that.
It's cool. In its own, like, it's all it is just Apex with uwu. You know what I mean? It's nothing crazy. I mean, the abilities themselves feel more online with like something like Valorant. You know, gunplay is not over the top amazing. It feels familiar just by picking up and playing. The map is cool. The things that you can do in the map are cool. The synergy between the characters is cool, and that's nice. It's fine. Not against it. Play it. Fucking, I'll buy it. If we can get a bunch of people, that's a cool new BR. That's all you need to do. Just more people need to do new things. The only downside about it is it's fucking coming out of China or wherever it's at, so you know it's going to be heavily monetized. It's going to be 90% skins. Got to have ad flashes on you, or I mean, already on the side of the screen is like event here, click here, do this, blah blah blah, get your coins. 20 different currencies already in it. It's a fucking play test, you know. I'm like, the hell am I doing here? You know, just let me play the game. It'll come, man.
How gross would it be? They make an uwu shooter. You have the super slutty skins that all the fucking nerds are gonna want. They're like, oh yeah, look at these titties bounce, and then they just fucking like, we're not gonna make the game. Do a rug pull before release. Just fucking make it all off. Just like some skins right in the beginning.
It becomes dead or alive.
Recycle into the next game.
It becomes dead or alive at that point. Where it's just volleyball, but you don't even have to play it. You just press the button and just auto plays.
You just reminded me. I gotta fucking see if I can find that game. Dead or Alive volleyball.
All right, we gotta wrap this shit up. I have to go back to work. Maybe.
I thought it'd be more expensive.
Nah, it's probably pretty cheap. That one was in mass production. There was a minute there it was really hard to find, and then they were like, we found all of them.
One guy died. It was in an estate sale. Exactly. Just covered in jizz.
That's just boxes upon boxes upon boxes.
Whoa!
Oh, back into circulation.
He was a district manager for GameStop.
Yeah, exactly. Just everyone that you purchase for the PlayStation 2 comes with a fucking hand rag.
All right, kids.
All right. Hey, whatever you do, pick a job. You know what? Look, tech is falling apart. You're never that's one of the most volatile industries in the world. Blue collar is one that like sticks with you for the rest of your life. It's great. Just don't do anything that puts you on the ground floor. Get into regional. Don't ever listen to somebody who's like, well, you got to work your way from the bottom to the top. Fuck that. Suck dick. Get to the top quickly. It's about, most guys, it's about fucking 5 minutes a time anyway. Who gives a shit, man? 5 times for triple figures. All right, we're out of here. Have a good week. Bye-bye.